to another episode of Motors for the Masses. Now, we are here today at Dingles Toyota in Lowestoft. Now, we're going to be taking a look at this, the all-new 2017 Toyota CHR. So this one is the top-of-the-range dynamic model with a 1.2-litre petrol engine. And we're going to be driving this one first. So these come with two different engine types. The 1.2-litre 115 brake horsepower petrol engine, or the 1.8-litre hybrid engine, which develops 122 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 times, of course, are not earth-shattering, but this is not what you buy this kind of car for. They do range between 10.9 and 11.4 seconds, which is not uber slow, but it's not lightning quick, of course. Top speeds, again, not lightning quick, 105 miles an hour up to around sort of 118 miles an hour, depending on, again, which model you go for. Now, you may be fooled into thinking that the 1.8-litre hybrid is actually faster, but it's not. It's the 1.2-litre that is the faster car, well, to 60 anyway. The reason for that is that this is not just a 1.2-litre, but it has a turbo. And the 1.2-litre turbo, which seems to be favoured by a lot of manufacturers these days, is a lot faster than the heavier hybrid. But then again, as I say, who really cares about top speeds and 0 to 60s? This is not what these cars are designed for. Crossovers are for people that don't want a massive SUV, but want to feel as though they're a little bit higher than your average saloon car. And I have to admit, I do feel as though I'm in a grander position on the road. The interior is a lovely place to be, actually. It's very comfortable. The seats are very snug and very nice to sit in. There's no bulges, there's nothing sticking in your back. They hug you really nicely. They're very soft leather. It's lovely, it really is very nice. The steering is very light indeed, and it's very precise. You turn into a corner and you're straight there. There's no wallowing around. Obviously, you're in a brand newly developed car. The dashboard is very focused on the driver. Everything is aimed towards the driver, and it's very reachable. You don't have to stretch for anything, and the sat-nav stroke entertainment console is huge. The only thing I don't like is this ledge. Now, they're very small windows, which is not a problem because it looks very sleek because they're going for that coupe look. However, putting your arm on the window is not great because you feel like you're right up here level with your shoulder, and I don't like that at all, especially for someone like me who has potential issues with shoulders. It's not comfortable at all. So we're now coming up to a dual carriageway, so let's see how this little 1.2 turbo performs. Well, that was interesting. I put my foot down, it revved to 5,000 revs, and we didn't really go anywhere. Right, so I'm slowing down to 40 miles an hour now, and I'm going to put my foot hard to the floor and see where it takes us. So 40 miles an hour, foot hard down, 5,500 revs, 70. Right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is try and drive like a normal person. I'm not going to put my foot hard to the floor. I'm going to just accelerate and see where that takes us. If, of course, trucks don't pull out in front of me. Thanks for that. Right, so around the roundabout, onto the dual carriageway, avoiding the spray from the truck in front. 30 miles an hour. I didn't put my foot hard to the floor. It revved to 5,500 revs until we got to 60, and then it changed gear. Obviously what it's supposed to do, it just feels a bit weird, you know? 5,500 revs. Seems quite a lot, really, doesn't it? It's got lots of little features on this car. Every time a car overtakes, you get a little orange light with a picture of a car and an A on your wing mirror, which tells you there's a car there. Now, I suppose some people could argue that that's distracting, but I don't find it is. I think it's, oh, yeah, right, it's just a very subtle little light in the corner of your eye there, just telling you, oh, there's something there, and maybe a reminder, look in your mirror. Now, when I drive ultra normally, rather than mine normally, it does change gear at 4,000 revs, which is a lot better. It just seems that if you're heavy with your foot, it screams at you. Perhaps that's the car's way of saying, stop, you're driving like a twat. Now when you reverse, it has obviously got the reversing camera on here, which is very handy, and park assist and all the other beeps, and although it's not beeping, so obviously I'm not close enough to anything. But they are handy and fairly standard on a lot of cars these days. One feature this does have, however, is park assist. Now, park assist in a way that it doesn't just help you park, it parks the car for you. But not only does it park the car for you, you pull up alongside another car, push the button on the dashboard, it drives past the space and measures whether the car will actually fit in the space, then you stop the car and it will park the car for you. Now, I'm the type of person that thinks if you can't park a car yourself, perhaps you shouldn't have a driving license. But to some people, that's a great feature, and it is a way forward in technology. I suppose we're heading towards a future where you don't actually need to do anything. You just get in the car, tell the console person where you want to go, sit back, read a book, and off you go. Now, some of you may scoff and laugh at that, but, you know, this is the kind of technology we're heading with. We are going to an autonomous future. I don't want an autonomous future. I love driving. I'll move with the times, man. Prices start for this car for around £21,000 for the base Icon model. You then have the XL model and this one, the Dynamic, where prices for the 1.8 hybrid version can go right up to just under £28,000. So if this smaller engined 1.2 turbo is faster than the 1.8 hybrid, why would you choose the hybrid, I hear you ask? Well, whereas this one has 135 CO2s, this one has just 86 CO2s. Look at that, I made it rain as well. That just goes to show what hybrids do for this world of ours. It makes it rain more. That's why we need V8 petrol engines to make it more sunny and less rainy. So what about rear legroom? Well, sitting in the back with this seat in the position I would have it in, I've got plenty of knee space in the back. Now, an optional extra with this car is that it comes with the DVD player in the back and a holder that you can put your iPad in. And enough room in the boot to fit your tripod and your boom mic. Opening the door is very easy. As long as you've got the key on your person, you just put your hand down behind, it senses that you've got the key, and it unlocks the door. When you want to lock the car, you close it, and you just run your finger there. And it locks the car, folds in the mirrors, and off you go. Now you can't just drive away unless you've actually got the keys on you inside the car, because it senses that the key is in the vehicle before it actually...